Hello, happy crocheters. This is Lindsay from windingroadcrochet.com, and today we're going to learn how to increase and decrease in Tunisian crochet. Let's go ahead and jump right into lesson 7 and learn how to decrease. We will be using the Tunisian simple stitch for this example. If you haven't checked out the other lessons, make sure to check them out before watching this lesson. So the Tunisian decrease will often be called something like Tunisian simple stitch 2 together. I'm just going to go ahead and make a few stitches and then show you how to make a decrease. So to make a decrease, we're going to insert our hook underneath 2 vertical bars, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Again, insert under 2 vertical bars, yarn over, and pull up a loop. So what we've done here is take 2 vertical bars and simply turn them into 1 vertical bar, creating a decrease. So I'm just going to finish up this row, do a return pass, and then we can take a look at what the decrease looks like once it's made. So we're just working our return pass as normal. Chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, repeat to the end of the row. So now you can see where we've made some decreases. You can see an upside down V where we've turned 2 vertical bars into 1. Alright, so let's learn how to increase. This is going to be one of 3 ways that I'll show you. This is called a make 1, and you'll notice that it's just like working the full stitch, but just for a single stitch. I have a few stitches worked, and what I'm going to do is insert my hook in between 2 sets of vertical bars. So we're going to go through the middle, yarn over in the back, and pull up a loop, just like we did when we learned the full stitch. But then we are going to continue working into all of our stitches. So if you see here, I've worked into 5 stitches, but I have 6 stitches on my hook. So I've made a new vertical bar that we'll use for new stitches in the next row. Now if I just want to stop early and do my return pass, I can show you what this looks like when we make it into the actual stitch. And you can see how we have that brand new vertical bar. And when we work our next row, we will just use it exactly like it's a new stitch. Working right under that pulled up loop. And that is how you can increase using the make 1 or the full stitch method. Let's go ahead and learn method number 2 for increasing, and this is the yarn over method. So we'll work a few stitches, and then when we're ready to make our increase, we will simply take our yarn and yarn over our hook. Then continue to work your stitches. You might want to put a finger on that yarn over loop just to hold it in place. But there, if you can see the yarn over and see how we basically used it to make a new vertical loop. So we're just going to turn back, work our return pass, work it into where that new loop is. And then if you look along our row, you'll see this kind of loose extra loop. So when you work the next forward pass, you just want to make sure that you pick up a stitch in that loop. So here is our extra loop. It's kind of slanted a little bit. You want to make sure you go under that to pick up that loop as well. And when you do so, you'll have an extra stitch than you've worked in the previous row. And you can see how that new vertical line starts in the center there. So that is the yarn over increase. Now we are learning the yarn under increase. You'll yarn under and then over your hook. Hold that loop with your finger as you insert your hook into the next stitch, and then yarn over and pull through. If you do not hold that stitch, you will lose that loop. Then we'll go ahead and complete our row. This is just the same as the yarn over method. We are just yarning under, and it's going to give us a different look. This is also going to be very important when we learn the smock stitch in the next lesson. So if you look at where we yarn under, we actually make a V. So we are making this V that is going to take us from one stitch and now is going to act as 2 stitches. So when you work the next stitch, as you pull on one side of that V, you're going to probably lose the other side, so you'll have to be very careful to make sure you don't skip the second part of that V. I'll just complete my forward pass, and again you'll be able to see where one stitch turns into 2 stitches using this little V. This creates a very unique look, and so it is used in some stitch patterns. So I hope you enjoyed the video tutorial for how to increase and decrease in Tunisian crochet. I hope you're enjoying the Tunisian course, and thank you as always for watching.